are moments when dumb cops were caught on body cam. Meet 41-year-old James Brady, who on October the 26th of 2024 was just laying in the middle of a field when he was approached by the police. According to the arrest report, prior to their arrival, James informed police that he was on drugs, and he had warned them, quote, "You better have your doors locked. I like to steal cars."
Hello, Sheriff's Office. What's going on?
I'm having a really bad day.
Okay.
You have my record, police record?
I got nothing, sir. All we got was a phone call saying you were at a cemetery, which wasn't the case.
Would you call in dispatch or have one more cop come out, please?
Dispatch called me here. What is it you need?
I don't trust anybody anymore.
Okay, well, you called us, so you must need us for something.
I've had bad experiences.
So what is it going on? What is it you called us out here for?
Well, I'll tell them. I don't know. What did dispatch say?
They told us that you called, said people were after you, you were in the trees, and then a second call came in, you said you were at the cemetery. I'm here because you called. I'm not sure what it is we can do for you. That's what we're trying to figure out. If all you've done is use drugs prior to us being here, and you're not in possession of any drugs, there's nothing we can do about your probation. I can't violate you for having consumed something prior to my arrival. What is it you need of us right now? Sounds like from what we got from this gentleman, this isn't where you live.
I'm thinking about moving in. Psychiatric help. What would you recommend?
Well, it's up to you. Do you want to go? Do you want us to drive you somewhere? Because we can take you to the closest facility if you want to go.
Who would you take me to?
What's that?
Who would you take me to?
From here, the closest place would be the Vines. You ever been there?
No.
Is that something you're interested in? Do you want to go to the facility? How did you get here? You walked from where? You're not living out here, so how did you get here?
Have some fun. Step back 20 feet.
Why? Why are you asking me to step back? What's going on?
Moments later, James rose from the grass and began sprinting directly towards the patrol vehicles. The deputy made little effort to stop him until he realized he'd foolishly left his car unlocked and running.
What's going on? We don't really have any PCs or anything at this point. Yeah. Is your car locked?
Yeah.
No, the car is that. I just locked it. Hey! 55 or something. Hey! Stop the car! 5507. Hold the station, man. The subject inside my vehicle attempted to take it today. Hey!
From there, James slowly navigated the patrol unit onto Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue, where a high-speed chase then ensued.
6585 behind, OPD, we're westbound 10th Street.
Westbound 10th Street.
You can get a pin on that car, get a pin on that car. $65.85, I'm out.
Come out.
I'm behind it. I'm gonna try and pit, Marion.
I'm trying to pit.
Okay, good. You let him get out of there.
Good pit. 200 and I'm okay.
James was promptly taken into custody and transported to the police station, where he was charged with grand theft auto, fleeing and eluding a police officer, and aggravated battery on a police officer. While that officer's negligence only cost him his patrol unit, the next officer's mistake nearly cost an innocent man his life.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
On September the 12th of 2024, a sergeant pulled over behind a stopped vehicle sitting on the side of the road with its hazard lights on, and while passengers initially expected the sergeant to help, they couldn't have predicted that he'd actually end up making the situation a whole lot worse.
How you doing? You know her? You here to help her? Are you here to help her?
Nah, she taking me in the hospital.
Come here. You got a gun.
What I do?
You got a gun.
I don't have a gun.
No!
What did you do?
210. 210. Saw me another unit.
What did you do? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Why would you do that? He just was getting his hat off the side of the road.
As the victim reached down to pick up his hat, the sergeant fired a round at him and he fell to the ground. Fortunately, the bullet missed the victim and actually hit a passing car, but regardless, the sergeant was still charged the following month with attempted second-degree murder, first-degree assault, official misconduct, and 2 counts of reckless endangerment, and the case is still ongoing. But unlike that officer, the next one proved to only be a danger to himself after nearly getting flattened on the road. On July the 5th of 2023, an officer conducted a traffic stop on a motorcyclist who was driving erratically. The driver was later identified as 19-year-old James Webb, and by judging his reaction, he clearly didn't agree with being pulled over.
Let the ball in the ramp, you're up down, please tell me, Wakefield. I'm off that fire now. Richard. 1460, I just passed you. Did he crash or?
The officer apparently thought that he could stop the motorcyclist from taking off simply by standing in front of the vehicle, but he was about to learn what happens when you get in the way of a 500-pound piece of machinery.
Negative, you stop to the red light. I'm out of the vehicle now. I'll make the flip at 129, that's you. Station at Q, 515, Alpha, I'm going to be late for roll call for the fireworks. That's right, so what's the picture of
James fled the scene, but was arrested 2 days later and booked into jail on a long list of charges, including assault and battery on a police officer, assault with a deadly weapon, refusing to identify, negligent operation of a motor vehicle, number plate violation, speeding, failure to stop or yield to traffic signals, failure to maintain lanes, failure to yield at an intersection, a breakdown lane violation, failure to display a number plate, and failure to stop for police. But putting yourself at risk isn't as bad as victimizing someone else, like the next dim-witted officer who caught himself red-handed planting drugs. On January the 24th of 2017, police had taken a suspect into custody on suspicion of drug activity. Officers, including Officer Richard Pinero, were searching the area for evidence of drugs when something very suspicious was accidentally caught on Officer Pinero's body cam. What you just saw was Officer Pinero putting a baggie of white pills into a red can amongst the debris and exiting the alleyway. Next, he then proceeds to touch his body camera as if he were just turning it on and walk back to that same area.
I'm gonna check here. Hold on.
Was that 30?
Yo. Hold up. Not yet.
A review of the body cam footage prompted an immediate investigation, which resulted in Officer Pinero being suspended and charged with fabricating evidence. The suspect's charges were subsequently dropped, and 53 other active cases concerning the officer were placed under review. In November of 2018, he was convicted and ultimately given probation. This next Baltimore officer also walked away with his job intact, even after using excessive force on a mistaken suspect. On May the 23rd of 2024, 24-year-old Jamin Joyner was targeted by officers who believed that he and the man he was standing next to were connected to an armed robbery. As Jamin was taking pictures of a friend's memorial, police suddenly pull up and slam the men to the ground without warning or explanation.
I got him. Just put him
Stop! You're right! I can't breathe!
Right here. Right there.
Yo!
Reach back over.
What you just put in my pocket? Do not reach! Put something in my pocket! You put something in my pocket!
One of the officers proceeded to put a gun to the defenseless suspect's head, and according to Jamin, one of them also planted something in his pocket. As bystanders watched on, Jamin was then roughly handcuffed and locked inside of a patrol car.
Put something in my pocket! You put something in my pocket! Turn around! You put something in my pocket!
Turn around.
You put something in my pocket! You put something in my pocket! You put something in my pocket!
I got it. What are you talking about? Hold on 1 second. Come here. I'm clearing everybody out of here. Yes, sir.
Yo, he just put a whole thing in my pocket, bro. It's on camera. Bro, it's on camera. You put it out of my pocket.
Upon searching Jamin, officers reportedly recovered a firearm and drugs, and he was subsequently booked into jail, but 2 months later the charges were dropped. Believe it or not, the officers involved were not fired for the incident. But unlike those officers, the next officer's only mistake was trying to help a distressed suspect. On January the 5th of 2017, 31-year-old Lisa Luna was reported to police as she wandered around outside of a Shell gas station, but the reason that people were calling the police became apparent when the officer arrived and first laid eyes on her.
Hi. You okay? Where's all your clothes out?
Yeah, but I'm okay.
When did this happen? Tell you what, why don't you come over here, ma'am? What's your name? Hey, can you come over here away from the crowd and talk to me?
Like a jacket or something?
Stand right here. I'll see what I can get for you, all right? Dang it. Yeah. I think I got a blanket. Thank you. My truck.
Lisa then led officers on a chase that reached up to 100 miles per hour and ended with her puncturing her tires and crashing the cruiser into another vehicle, at which point she was taken into custody. At the hospital, Lisa advised that she was high on spice or synthetic marijuana and meth, but she also stated she felt like she was possessed throughout the entire incident and didn't remember much of the day. 3 months later, Lisa pleaded guilty to charges of theft of means of transportation and endangerment and was sentenced to 2 years and 3 months in prison. While that officer's kindness was taken advantage of, in this next case it would be the officer who was attempting to take advantage of an elderly driver.
Not obscure. So me not being able to see your back license plate, don't roll up your window on me.
Oh, watch me.
On September the 9th of 2024, an officer pulled over a vehicle whose bike rack was blocking her license plate. While the officer had tried to convince the driver that her bike rack was illegal, the driver maintained that it was just an excuse to pull her over.
You gonna roll down the window? Why not? Roll down the window.
Yes, may I help you?
Officer Norton, Montgomery County Constables, Precinct 5. The reason I pulled you over is your license plate is obscured. I cannot see your license plate.
You're full of crap anyways because it's got my bicycle things on it.
It still can't be covered.
Yes, it's not covered. It is, but that's
It's obscured.
legal.
No, it's not. I cannot see your license plate. I cannot see your license plate.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's obscured. Do you have your license on you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
However, it's not obscured.
Okay, it is obscured.
Call Officer Simpson, Sergeant Simpson, and ask him. It is not obscured.
So me not being able to see your back license plate, don't roll up your window on me.
Oh, watch me.
Okay.
With an accident to begin with, so don't threaten me.
I didn't threaten you. I said
Yes,
don't roll.
you did. Don't roll up your window on me. With an accident to begin with.
Okay,
It's wrong.
that's all I said was don't roll your window up on me. Where's your license?
It's not obscured.
Okay.
You can read it.
We can agree to disagree. Where are you coming from today?
None of your business.
Okay, cool. Any weapons in the vehicle?
None of your business.
It is my business, actually.
No, I don't have to answer any more questions.
Yeah, you do. Are there any weapons in the vehicle?
Here you go.
Are there any weapons in the vehicle?
No.
Okay. Any illegal narcotics?
I'm not answering any more questions.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and hop out of the vehicle for me.
Excuse me?
Hop out of the vehicle.
Excuse me?
Go ahead and hop out of the vehicle.
Say that again?
Go ahead and hop out of the vehicle.
No.
Get out of the
I'm not
vehicle.
getting out of the vehicle.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, no, I am not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I do not have to answer any questions, and I am not getting out of
It's a lawful order.
No, it's not a lawful order.
Yes, it is. It is a lawful order, me telling you to get out of the vehicle.
I am not getting out of my
You can open up the channel. You can get out of the vehicle, or you can go for interfering. We'll sit here and all day. All I asked was for you to get out of the vehicle.
I am not getting out of my vehicle.
I don't know what's in this vehicle. You're not telling me if there are weapons. I asked you if there are weapons. You said I don't have to tell you.
There's no weapons in my vehicle.
You said I...
Quick replay shows that the driver did answer the question about whether or not there were weapons in the car.
Any weapons in the vehicle?
None of your business.
It is my business, actually.
But eventually the driver agrees to exit the vehicle anyway, at which point they get into another argument during the body search.
I have to get out of my vehicle.
Yeah, you do. It's a lawful order.
No, it's not.
Okay, we can agree to disagree.
I'm not doing anything wrong. There is no reason for me to get out of my vehicle, and I gave you my driver's license.
Okay, well, we can either pull you out.
Call Sergeant Simpson.
I don't need to call Sergeant Simpson.
Advisor. There is no reason for me to get out of my vehicle. I've not done anything wrong.
So me asking you is a lawful order.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
It definitely is a lawful order.
My vehicle.
Okay.
It's not a lawful order because there is no reason for it.
Okay, she already locked it. He's en route. So you can sit here, or you can comply with our orders.
There is no vehicle. There is no reason for me to get out of my vehicle.
I don't know what's in this vehiel. You were hesitant on me asking if there were any weapons in the vehicle, and you said no, I don't have to tell you. So.
No weapons in my vehicle. And do not shine your flashlight in my eyes. I'm deaf.
You're deaf?
Well, that has nothing to do with a flashlight in your eyes. Anyways. Hands on the hood. Anything you don't need that's gonna poke prod me? Pat you down for officer safety.
No.
Hands on the hood.
That's not a pat down. That is pull my bra.
It is definitely a pat down. We can argue all you want. I don't know why you are being so defensive.
You are not patting me down. You are feeling up under my bra.
Okay. Where are you coming from today? Not your answer? Okay. Anything in the car that you're not supposed to have?
No.
Okay. Do you mind if I search the vehicle?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay. Stay right there.
The officer proceeded to phone the DA's office to determine what criminal charges they could hit her with, and that's when she learned that she was the one in the wrong.
Hello, it's Officer Norton with Montgomery County Constable's Precinct 5. I got a question for you. So, out on a traffic stop for obscured license plate. She has like bikes covering her license plate. I can't see the license plate. When I told her that I wasn't able to see the rear license plate, she argued with me and says that it's not obscured. I asked her multiple times to get out of the vehicle because when I asked her, sorry, hold on. When I asked if there were any weapons in the vehicle, she said that she didn't have to tell me. And finally, after asking her multiple times, she said, no, there's no weapons in the vehicle. I then asked her, okay, well, do you mind stepping out? That way I know, you know, for my safety, your safety, everything's okay. And then she refused to get out of the vehicle when I asked her multiple times. It took 4 other officers to ask her verbally. We didn't have to physically remove her. As I'm patting her down, seeing if she stuffed anything anywhere in her bra, she said that I was not doing a pat down, that I was illegally searching her. So I was gonna see if that's enough for interference.
Give me a second, I'm gonna look at something.
Okay.
Okay, here's where you're at. I'm with you. Technically, yes, you have the violation if you want to file it. However, there are some problems that will make you look terribly bad if you have to defend this case in court. The first one is the statute that I wanted to look at is that bicycles and motorcycle racks attached to a vehicle in normal or customary manner cannot be used as a basis for obstructing a license plate. It's actually spelled out in the statute. That's problem number 1. Problem number 2 is like she has a valid point about the search in saying that you patting her bra is not a pat down, it's a search. So the long and the short of it is, I would not do it, but if y'all really want to fight off that fight, yes, we'll file it.
No, I mean, I'm gonna go with obviously what you say because I'm calling you to get your opinion on it. That's there. You can disregard.
Were you wanting to speak with the sergeant, or?
You have any questions? Nothing. All right. Well, the sergeant's right here. If you want to speak to him, if not, you're more than welcome to go on about your day.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for me, for him? No? Okay.
The officer shamefully released the driver with no tickets and returned to duty without further issue. But this next officer had an even worse excuse than that. In fact, he had no excuse at all for pulling this next driver over.
I said I'm just doing a well-being check on it.
On September the 10th of 2024, an officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle. When asked the reason for the stop, the officer essentially told the driver that it was for his well-being.
Hey, how's it going, man? I'm Officer Alfonso with the Atlanta Police Department.
What'd you pull me over for?
For a well-being check. That's all it is. I saw that once I got behind you, you keep turning off and then...
A well-being check, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure you're okay. You keep pulling off the road and coming back on the road and stuff, so I'm trying to see if you're having a medical emergency or anything like that, that's all.
You're pulling me over. You're stopping me from what I'm doing because you're concerned? Because did I commit a crime?
I said I'm just doing a well-being check on you.
Did I commit a traffic infraction?
No, I'm just doing a well-being check.
Is this what is your name?
Officer Alfonso with the Atlanta Police Department.
Who's the other officer?
What is it?
Who's the other officer?
Officer Amen. He's right over there. Just doing a well-being check on you, man. You keep
I'm do you have a supervisor on duty?
I can get a supervisor.
I'd like a supervisor over here.
All right, I have a supervisor coming in.
Is this something that you guys typically engage in?
There is, of course, no such thing as a welfare stop, as police are only allowed to stop a civilian that they reasonably believe is committing, or will commit a crime. Knowing this, the driver proceeded to probe for details behind the reason for the stop.
What is it?
Is this something that you guys typically engage in?
We conduct well-being checks all the time whenever a car, if we see that a car is doing some type of maneuvers or anything like that.
What maneuver was it that you...
You said that you kept pulling off and onto the road and all.
How many times did I pull off the road?
It was a total of 2 times that you did that, so I was trying to check.
Is this the second time, the traffic stop?
No, the second time was when you pulled off into the Stetson field.
When was the first time?
The first time, it was by the potato patch, if you know where that is. That's right down there by the Dixie Lodge. I don't know if you're from the area.
Really? Is that on video?
It is actually. My dash cam records up to a minute before anything happens.
Anything happens? So when did you start recording?
It's a minute before the
lights turned on, so I was in that Stetson lot for more than a minute.
But I'm present. I was just doing a well-being check. The supervisor's coming. Okay, he's gonna.
Well, I mean, you're the one that pulled me over. You've got me.
Well, you requested a supervisor.
Yeah, because you've got me over here on the side of the road.
Yeah, for a well-being check. That's what it was. Yeah,
so.
Well, go ahead and talk to my supervisor. You would have been free to go now because I see that you're doing perfectly fine. But call for my supervisor. That's why.
I'm concerned that you're pulling people over for not doing a goddamn thing wrong.
I got you. Well, my supervisor.
I'm concerned that you're detaining people on the side of the road for no good goddamn reason.
Well, we're just doing a well-being check on you.
I'm not real concerned about your well-being checking me. You're pulling citizens over on the side of the road for their well-being. Is that what I'm to understand?
We can do that.
You can do that, huh?
You might be having a medical issue.
What kind of medical issue would somebody have pulling over on the side of the road?
Like I said, you pulled over more than once. I was trying to make
About 5 minutes later, a sergeant arrived on scene, but was ultimately just as condescending as his colleague.
How's it going, man? How do you think it's going? Is it Sergeant still, Sergeant Salmon?
It is.
Why are your officers pulling people over for no crime?
Okay, so he was conducting a well-being check on you. You were
Come on, man.
Some concerning
behavior, like pulling to the side of the road safely in a safe manner.
Okay. He said you
not violating any traffic and
okay.
You have me detained on the side of the road, and you don't want to listen to me. Sorry about that. Pulled me over for my own well-being, and then I wouldn't stop talking, and since I wouldn't stop talking, that enraged the sergeant, and he could no longer listen to the person complaining. All right, we're gonna go to the PD. How about that? You guys want to go to the police department?
Both of the officers left the scene without any parting words, and it's unknown if the driver followed through with his threat to report them. Props to that driver for keeping his composure under such frustrating circumstances. If not for his self-restraint, he might have ended up like this next suspect who was detained for yelling.
Not do anything wrong. I'll be 65 years old.
Put your hands behind your back for me.
On June the 23rd of 2024, a woman called the police after confronting an elderly woman in the backyard of a neighboring property. The elderly suspect had reportedly seen the vacant home while walking through the neighborhood and was exploring the yard out of interest in renting it. But the neighbor mistook her as an intruder and confronted her in the yard and told her to leave. Police soon responded to the caller's home to get a statement and unintentionally ran right into the suspect.
Did you see the female back there too?
I saw her walking back there, and I yelled at my mom that somebody's going in the backyard, and I ran out and stopped her.
Yeah, okay. When was the last time you guys noticed?
That's actually the female right there.
Okay.
Right over there.
Please stop.
Me?
Yes, you.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Yeah. So, somebody seen you, into the backyard?
Yeah. See, I seen the people move out, and they had a box of stuff. When they moved out, that was in the yard for, for free. So I seen they moved out, and I said, well, I'm going to check out the backyard, see how big it is, because it's empty. She cussed me up once I'm down the other. That lady.
Who? This lady?
Yes, she did. She said,
cussed you out?
Yeah. She says, you can't go back there. Don't you ever send anybody back there in that yard. I said, ma'am, I wasn't going in there. I was just trying to look at the backyard, see if it was big enough.
Where do you live?
I live at Battlefield Towers.
Live at Battlefield Towers?
Yeah, doing nothing wrong, sir.
You're in the backyard just...
No, I didn't even go to... I didn't even get there. She wouldn't let me go back there.
Why are you yelling at me? Am I yelling at you? No. Okay, let's chill out, okay? I had to raise my voice. You were raising your voice, okay?
Because of my anxiety, because it's stupid. All I wanted to do was look at the backyard because...
So how far did you get into the yard?
I didn't even get to where her dog was, because the dog started barking when I came back, so I came off.
I don't know where her dog is.
It's right between the houses.
So you went between the houses?
No, I was walking toward the backyard. I didn't get to the back.
You didn't get to the backyard?
No.
The officer initially seemed sympathetic of the misunderstanding, but quickly began to lose his patience with the suspect to give her name, to the point of unnecessarily escalating the situation.
PTSD, she don't know that.
Okay. I'm sorry that you have that, okay? What is your name?
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, because I'm talking to you, and I'd like to know your name for, what's going on.
I don't want her to know my damn name. I don't want her to know
I'm not giving her your name. This is for me.
I don't understand why you always have to give your name. I just didn't do nothing. No, I did.
What's wrong with giving a name? You got something to hide, or?
Not hardly.
Not hardly? Well, then what is your name?
It's Vita Mines. Spell it yourself. I'm tired. I just walked in the sun and I'm walking back in the sun. And she wants to complain about it because I wanted to check out the yard so I can possibly maybe rent this house or whatever. And I just wanted to go home and I didn't think.
Well, I need to know your name, okay? You need
Vita Mines, that's all I'm telling you. That's my name.
You need to spell it out for me.
No, I don't.
I have to identify you. Vita Mines?
Mines.
Mines.
It's German. M-E-I-N-T-S, and that's all I'm telling you. Take the rest out yourself.
Well, I need to identify you because I have reasonable suspicion that you were trespassing on that property, okay?
I was not trespassing on that property.
Okay, as of this moment, you are detained, so you have to identify yourself.
V-E-T-A, stupid.
Well, that's not very nice.
Well, you ain't very nice either, so there you go.
I was starting out nice, so you started yelling at me.
No, you yelled at me first. She yelled at me first. You want to get the truth about it. Gets my PTSD in. And then you want to stop me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you did. I'm glad you didn't have nothing else better to do with your time.
I don't want to put you in handcuffs, okay?
Well, whatever.
What's your date of birth?
I was born in October 27, 1959. I'm 5'2". I weigh 90 pounds. I have PTSD. I have anxiety disorder, depression disorder. I did not do anything wrong. I'll be 65 years old.
Put your hands behind your back for me.
No.
Stop resisting. Stop.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay. I didn't want to have to do this.
Yes,
right?
You did, or you
What do
wouldn't
you
have done
mean?
it.
You're the one who was freaking out.
That's all you guys do. Don't do nothing else to old people.
No. Let go of your phone. Let go of the phone. I'm done being nice with you.
Yeah, why don't you just, here, check my purse.
What's your deal?
Take whatever you want.
What's your deal, man?
I have PTSD. She does set it off. I got to where the end of that there.
Okay, what's your date of birth again?
October 27, 1959. Would you like me to bow down to you, too?
Why would I want that?
Hey,
that's
you
weird.
act like you're...
Why are you being weird?
Oh, hey, aren't we all?
I'm not.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. This house is still owned, okay? And there's people that watch that house, okay? I've already contacted the owner, and he wants to pursue charges against anybody that's on his property.
Okay.
So you are not to be on this property, and if I catch you here, I'm going to take you to jail for trespassing.
Okay, well,
do
you won't
understand
ever...
that?
Yes, sir, I do, and I won't ever do that again.
We're going to take those off you, and you can continue walking out to where you live. You understand why we're here, though?
Yeah, because there's no such thing as freedom.
After being uncuffed, the suspect was then sent on her way without further incident. But the next suspect would not get the same luxury of walking free after being falsely accused of breaking into cars.
Show me a video of me pulling door handles.
We don't have to do that.
On October the 10th of 2023, the employees of a DoubleTree hotel contacted police after witnessing a man trying to open multiple car doors in the parking lot. And when officers arrived, they encountered the suspect, later identified as Brian English, still wandering aimlessly around the parking lot.
Hello, how you doing? Good. The hotel called us and said that you weren't a guest here. You mind going to talk to that gentleman, please? Says he's a guest here.
I'll just check, man. I don't need me walking up on my wrist. So this is a Hilton card, man.
Hang on a second. This is the Hilton Hotel.
It's a DoubleTree.
This is the DoubleTree by Hilton.
It don't look like that.
Hang on a second.
Did y'all call about this guy? He says he's a guest here and he's trying to show us the room keys.
No, the gentleman there, just went upstairs. He saw him went outside and put some of his things in the car and saw him opening all the car doors, trying to open the car doors. And so then we approached him and asked him, "What are you doing?" I need to know that. He said no. He didn't hear. He just went to the next car, trying to put.
Oh, you're still doing them when y'all told him to stop?
Yes. He kept going in.
Could you come out with us just for a second? Okay, I appreciate it. Yes.
The guy you have, he's my helper. He was not, he was going to the gas station. It's not the same guy. It's not the same.
Well, let me get her to verify that for me. Oh, you didn't see him?
The gentleman, let me get his number.
Okay. Apparently, whoever that we were looking for was pulling on people's door handles.
But it wasn't him, because I was right here when the guy described him. I go, oh no, not a black hoodie, because they don't like hoes.
Okay. They're saying it's him, so.
What's your boss's name?
Shane Bonamini.
What do you do?
Lay tile.
Lay tile?
I ain't come down here, man. The police got me and they're telling me that I don't belong here.
All right, I'll come around.
Thank you.
Do you have a vehicle parked out here other than your boss's car?
No, I do not.
Okay. An area that is known to us to be the victim of a lot of entering autos?
They have videos.
Okay.
Show me a video of me flipping a door handle.
Okay.
Show me.
What thing?
My boss is right there.
Okay. Should I ask him for your identification, or will you provide it?
My boss is right there.
Should I ask him for your identification, or will you provide it?
You could ask whatever you want. My boss is right there. I didn't do anything.
What is your name?
I didn't do anything.
What's your name?
I don't answer questions.
At this point, there's another person attesting to the fact that they have the wrong guy, so the appropriate thing to do would be review the hotel surveillance footage and conclusively determine whether he was the right suspect or not. But instead, the officers go on vague eyewitness testimony alone, and they place Brian under arrest.
Yeah, he just kind of took off, so he's the only one that saw that guy, and he was saying it was that guy.
Yes.
Okay, all right, I appreciate it.
Well, you can either answer my question, or you can go ahead and handcuffs Brady. I'm repeating an essence.
Hang on a second.
Shane?
Yes, sir.
He's refusing to identify. He's in a problem right now because this person in the parking lot is refusing to clear his identification.
His name's Brian English. Yes, sir. He's not the guy you're looking for.
Okay.
That's B-R-I-N.
I said there's a homeless guy with a black hoodie, and I'm like going, son of a, I know he's got a black hoodie. Who's the guy? Was it the tall guy?
All right, Mr. Barnes, so we can expedite this. When your birthday, sir? I just need your birthday.
He came out in the parking lot and pointed out.
He came in, they stood, and he pointed to him. That's the guy that was pulling on door handles. So at this moment, we're not saying it wasn't him.
I know, but it was not him.
Mr. Brian, when is your birthday, sir?
Hang on a second. I didn't do anything.
I get that, Mr. Brian, but right now,
my boss. I'm verifying.
But listen.
He has my room key right there.
Wait, because I don't want you to go back and forth. Just listen, all right? The fact of the matter is, like he said, we got the description, we told your boss, all right? Only thing we just got to do is that confirm that you belong here, all right? With that being said, I need your name and date of birth. If not, I'm not going to ask, I'm just going to put you in handcuffs to take you to jail, all right? So do you mind just giving me your birthday?
Put me in jail for what?
Can you want to give me your birthday or no?
I want to know what you're going
to do. Right now, you're impeding the investigation, sir.
I want to know what I did.
It's already been explained to you 3 times, but you're not listening. Do you hear me now? Okay, so what we're telling you is, someone came out to us, called 911, said they saw you pulling on door handles. That is a violation of city ordinance.
Hang on a second.
So that's what we're
Show me a video of me pulling door handles.
We don't have to do that.
I just got out of his truck.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, we're just...
So you think that you know how to do our job, but you don't. So now we told you, now you're obstructing our justice. You understand that? It was so simple. All you had to do was give us your name and date of birth.
I just told him my name was Brian English.
No, you didn't. Oh, your boss did.
You refused to comply several times.
Hold on,
They got the video, they're pulling it up now, and they're going to record it for us. Okay? And Mr. Mann's writing a statement.
Okay.
If I want to go ahead and put him
You showed me a
So
video.
if you would have just given us your information, you could have gone. Now we're going to do a full investigation.
All right.
Way down there at the bottom dock.
Shane, you gonna come and get me? I can't wait to see a video of me pulling out door handles.
All right. Here in Brookhaven by policy, I have to book you in, all right?
After securing Brian in the patrol car, the officers are able to speak with the only eyewitness of the crime, at which point they realize they might have detained the wrong guy.
Oh, thank goodness. So he's denying everything, says that he didn't know what anybody's talking about. Did you saw him?
White guy had a black sweatshirt on. He had a hoodie on when I saw him.
Was he, how tall do you think he was?
Like that tall. Yeah.
Did you see him out here when we pulled up?
He started walking towards this way, it looked like. But he had a different shirt, like he took his sweatshirt off, it looked like, or something. So.
You saw him, right, when we pulled up. That was him out there. And you already told me.
Was he older or younger?
Middle age.
Middle age?
Yeah.
Can you remember if he was wearing pants or shorts?
Pants.
Despite the indistinct suspect description, Brian was still transported to the police station and charged with obstruction and loitering along with prowling. If you enjoyed this video, watch this one, and don't forget to subscribe.